I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all-the-time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 792, a continuation of the ongoing Venom Inc. crossover. When a new deadly symbiote-wielding foe makes trouble for New York City, Peter Parker will need to team up with Flash Thompson to stop him. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the Alpha issue left off, again, I'm putting all these videos in a playlist for those of you interested in following along. Spider-Man had gotten in the middle of a fight between Eddie Brock, the current host of the symbiote, as well as Flash Thompson, the former host of the symbiote and now new owner of the anti-Venom suit. Now, Spider-Man just wants to clean up this whole symbiote mess and be done with it, but Flash Thompson's actually being a little difficult. You see, he wants to try and save his old black suit, which is difficult because now as the anti-Venom, he can't even touch it without it dying. All of this is still a distraction from the main goal our heroes are trying to get to, and that is find out whatever happened to the missing Mania symbiote before it starts causing trouble here in New York. Now, Flash Thompson, you gotta understand, is absolutely over the moon right now to be back in superhero garb. He really missed it after losing his symbiote, and his life was pretty aimless. Spider-Man, in a nice bit of writing, tries to perk Flash's spirits up while also trying to not out himself as Peter Parker, saying that, you know, at the end of the day, Flash was always a hero. He fought for his country, he bled for his country, and he didn't let the loss of his legs slow him down. Flash is also pretty stoked to be working with his childhood hero Spider-Man again, even if Spider-Man himself is pretty symbiote prejudiced right now. Apparently no one decided to get old Webhead up to speed on everything that Flash had done as Agent Venom, from being a secret Avenger, to being a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, to the big sweeping retcons of the Clintars not actually being all that bad. Now, at the other end of the story, we have Black Cat, the current kingpin of crime in New York City, who sent out her more D-list villains to gather a bunch of shiny trinkets as tributes to the Five Families. Wait, the Five Families of Crime, that's like a real thing in New York City, but if Felicia's the kingpin, shouldn't they be sucking up to her and not the other way around? Whatever. Her villainous meeting gets broken up by Maniac and the Maid Men. Maniac reveals himself to be none other than Lee Price, which we already knew because they already spoiled it in the solicitations. He wants to make himself the brand new kingpin of crime, and that's pretty easy considering his brand new symbiote powers allow him to barf up smaller pieces of symbiote that take control over people's minds. Up until now, he's only been doing it to regular people, but he's quite fascinated over what might happen if he does it to Matt Gargan, the Scorpion, who was also Venom for a short amount of time. Turns out it gives him a brand new costume that is both reminiscent of his Venom suit and his Scorpion suit simultaneously. Well, isn't that a nice little upgrade? Using Spider-Man's technical know-how and a small piece of the original Venom symbiote, him and Flash are able to put together what is essentially, well, a symbiote radar. They hope to use it to track down the Mania symbiote, even though they know doing so is pretty much leading them right into the Viper's nest. And as the comic winds down, our heroes end up walking directly into a horrifying ambush, as so many of these D-list villains have been turned into mindless symbiote zombies. So that was Venom Inc. Part 2, everybody, and overall I gotta say I am still feeling this event. I get a nice warm nostalgic feeling for other 90s-based, symbiote-based Spider-Man stories. I'm also a big Flash Thompson fan, so getting to see him get back in the superhero saddle was a real feel-good moment for me. They even managed to mine some pretty interesting drama between him and Spider-Man by having Pete just pretty much full stop not trust the symbiote, which he honestly has every reason to do. I have to wonder, because they teased it here in this issue, if Spider-Man by the end of this story will have to admit to Flash Thompson who he is and how that could possibly change and evolve their relationship. I mean, hey, Jameson knows now in the other Spider-Man book, so why not Flash? Overall, I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Nothing particularly special, but it does a good job at what it's trying to do. So that's Spider-Man, everybody. I hope you liked it, and as always, why not check out some of the other videos I have available from the channel. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at CapeJoel, so you're always up to date on when the newest video is going to drop. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, be sure to check out my Patreon page. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.